Namaste everyone. Welcome in this morning session. So we are practicing exercise 2, observing body by the self. And we are doing this exercise in continuation of exercise 1. So while observing the body, we also aware of ourselves. So whenever our focus is into our imagination, we are observing imagination. And with this, whenever our focus is on body, we are observing body. So in continuation of exercise 1, we are doing this exercise 2. So exercise 1 is ongoing process. And with this, now we are observing body. So in exercise 1, we practiced to be in a state of pure observer. In exercise 1, we practiced our potential to see our sanskar, feeling and thoughts without getting affected from it. Now in exercise 2, we are observing the body, the material. So we are extending the exercise 1. So in exercise 1, we are observing consciousness. Now in extension, we are observing the body. And observation means to see as it is without any reaction. So we are observing our body without any reaction, without any evaluation. So we are observing our body as it is, what is happening. So yesterday we discussed the sources of sensation. So we discussed 4 possible sources of sensation. So now we are practicing the observation of body, and whenever we are observing sensation, we are trying to be aware what is the source of this sensation. So we discussed 4 sources. So first is behavior of the other. So while interacting with others, when we are communicating, when we are interacting, so others' behavior affect my body. So for example, I am speaking, this sound is reaching to your ear, it is creating some impact, it is creating some sensation, and we can see it, we can observe it. So when we are saying that we are observing this sound, we are not evaluating it, whether the other person is saying good or bad, it is right or wrong. We are observing only. We are observing this source. Whenever someone speaks, sound comes into our ear and it creates some sensation. We are observing it. So we are not evaluating it at this stage, whether the words are right or wrong, good or bad. We are just observing the source of sensation. Any step, a second source is outside situation. So whenever there is a physiochemical change in the body because of outside situation, it also creates some sensation. So for example, when you drink water, it creates some sensation. When you switch on AC, it creates some sensation on the body. When you go outside, there is a humidity, it creates some sensation. So we need to be aware of it, that this is sensation and it is because of this source. Third source is some activities are happening in the body and it is creating sensation like digestion, pain, heartbeat, acidity. All these are happening within the body. So this is third source. Fourth source is there is sensation in the body due to my imagination. So there is a fear, anxiety, harmony in the imagination and it creates some impacts in the body. So these are four possible sources of sensation. So I read it whenever I consider important. Otherwise, sensations are taking place in the body all the time. But I read it when I consider the sensation important. So this is what we are discussing in this step. So let's take few sharing whether we are able to see these different sensations from different sources or not. So let's take few sharing on this. So yesterday we could do it or not. Yesterday we could observe the sensation and we were aware that the source of sensation. So let's take few sharing on this.
Yeah, Namaste Bhaiya. Hope I'm audible.
Namaste. जी भैया जी.
Yeah. Bhaiya, I was able to see all these four sources yesterday in the day-to-day activities. One, to start with the outside behavior. I was trying to read my daughter when she got late to get up from the bed, and she was trying to when we insisted, she was not responding and she got it late, and I was having my I was able to see that she was late to sleep, so she is not responding to what we are asking her to do. So this was there with the behavior of the other. She was not reluctant, and I was trying to take those her behavior outside part. That was the first one I was able to see in the morning. And when I was going to college, suddenly there was in between on the road itself there was sudden change in weather, and a lot of rains started immediately on the road, and two-wheeler people were traveling, and I was able to see that impact of the raindrops might be it is hitting them, because I was able to see my four-wheeler was getting those impacts. So I was trying to make my own uh, uh, what is thought process with what impact could be happening to those people. So this change in outside situation was the second source. And when I was going nearer to the college, I was getting a bit late. So I was trying to make my own assumptions that what students would think about. So I was, or what the management or the head of the institution should take. So I had that fear with my own assumptions. So that was the other source. And then within the body, if I am trying to look for, I was able to see yesterday that I was trying to give more food to the body than what is required. So I was trying to load more, so that I was able to see within that this was not that much required. So these were my own observations by yesterday. Yeah. So this is helping me to look for myself. When I am observing only, then I am able to see. Otherwise, so many activities are happening. I am not able to look for. If at all I am able to see that where is this source coming from, and what is that I am trying to make my own understanding with these things. This is helping me in the living part by. Yeah.
जी भैया, नाइस. So it is important है ना that you could see it with awareness, the
Yeah.
source of sensation.
Right, right.
So once we are aware what is the source, we will work on it.
Yes, 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 yeah.
नमस्ते भैया.
जी नमस्ते भैया.
जी भैया. So yes, actually I really like this exercise. So yesterday too I practiced, and today in the morning again I recalled all the things. So the first source I am able to see that whenever someone speaks something, first of all I listen it through my ears, and I am able to see some sensations, like as I already told you that if someone scolds or shouts, so I am not habitual of listening this, because maybe I'm a teacher, so less time it happens that I'm listening some abusive words, wrong words, barbaric language. So whenever even I listen it anywhere, like somebody shouting at another person as well, so I'm able to feel that heartbeat. So I'm able to see this thing that whenever someone says something good, I have this, I know this thing up to some extent that this becomes the source of my happiness, but that is a temporary source of happiness, so I don't entertain it much. But when it comes to something negative, like somebody's abusing badly to somebody, even two friends are also talking in fun only if they are abusing. So I don't know why, but I react on it, and I'm able to see that. So I'm able to see the impact of it on my heartbeat, even the way I start looking at them. So first I am able to see this. Second is obviously whenever there is some heat or cold, these days humidity is happening so much in our city from last 3 to 4 days. It has been supposed to rain, but it's not raining, so I'm able to feel that humidity every time. Tacky, I'm feeling tacky. So I'm also able to see this thing that I'm able to read this as well. Then yes, at times, like as I told that the first one and third one, I am a bit confused in this, because sometimes, like, I had this practice that when things are not happening the way I want them to happen, so I used to have headache. It used to happen so much in 2020, like when Corona took place. So that time it used to happen so much. Now with the help of UHV only, I guess it has got almost curtailed, or almost means reduced, but still it happens at times, like once in 6 months or once in a year, but it does happen. So I'm not able to I'm not able to differentiate it properly, that I listen the words and I give meaning to it, and then some sort of pain happens. And similarly, I'm able to see the heart increased heartbeat as well. And the fourth one, I guess I am able to see this thing very clearly among all four, that how does my imagination, my expectation, my desire, my thoughts, they create anxiety, they create harmony if they are aligned to the natural acceptance. So this is also the source. I basically want to know one thing, Bhaiya, that I'm not able to differentiate that, like, means what is sensation here? Like, if something is happening, h- what thing are we calling sensation here? Please, if you could means elaborate it little more, it would be helpful.
Any activities in the body. For example, you have anxiety.
Ji.
Now, this anxiety in the self impacts the body. So, suppose there is a headache. So, this headache is a sensation. I am reading it. This headache is a sensation, and it is because of the anxiety in the self.
Ji.
So, anxiety is impacting the body. So, whatever happens with five senses, sound, touch, sight, taste, smell. So, whatever happening with this is sensation. Sensation means through which I get information of the body.
Okay.
So, because of sensation, I am able to read the body. So, I read the sensation, then I guess what has happened. So, for example, there is a headache. Now, headache is one sensation. Now, we can think what is the real cause of this headache. It is because of some anxiety, or it is because of changes in temperature outside. I was sitting in AC, suddenly I went outside, there's a humidity, and this sudden change has created some sensation in the body. Maybe headache because of that. So this could be two reasons, or some physiochemical activities happening due to some gastric issues. This
Ji, ji.
headache has appeared. So headache is there, sensation is there, but we are trying to be aware what is the source. So if my anxiety is source, so we will do exercise one, and then we will resolve it through awareness to be in a state of pure observer. We will see contradictory thoughts, feelings. We will evaluate that. If temperature, sudden change in temperature is the cause, we will be aware next time. We will not come out suddenly from AC room to outside. If it is because of some gastric problem, so we will take medicine or we will do something. So with awareness we can handle easily. But if I am not clear of the source, then we will be trying something random. So this clarity of source will help us to address the sensation. How to address the sensation?
Ji.
What is right way to address this sensation? Right, Bhaiya?
Ji bhaiya. Bhaiya means sometimes I feel like when I did this exercise last time as well, I was able to see that they get merged. Like I let me give an example. Like yesterday morning when I woke up, so I felt that I'm having swelling eye. One eye is getting some swelling. So
Mm,
that was I just felt it. I read it, you know, and after that when I woke up, so I was able to see that some fluid is coming from my eye. Then
mm,
when I went to my mother, so my mother was saying, I told you you should take care. Your new class is supposed to get started. And suppose after this I did not react, obviously, but suppose if I start to react, so my heart would beat would get increased. I would have anxiety. Arey yaar, why my mother is not helping me? So they all are seeming quite mixed. Is it important to see them separately?
जी भैया. So if you are clear that one source is others' behavior and one source
Hmm.
is my reaction,
Hmm.
so at least I can handle my reaction. I will
Ji, ji, ji.
not blame others completely.
Correct.
है ना? So I will be aware that there is a mixing, but one
Hmm.
part is mine also,
Ji,
and that
ji.
I can handle within myself.
Correct.
So it will make us easy. Otherwise, what will happen? For everything, I will blaming other.
Hmm.
Right.
Ji, bhaiya.
So this will happen. It will be easy to handle if I am aware of the source. Now, suppose I have fear, and due to this, I have some problem in digestion, for example.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
am not aware of it. So I will be blaming others.
Correct.
Maybe I may start blaming doctor also.
Hmm.
So if I am aware that because of two or three sources, this sensation is happening. So we can decide what sources can be handled by me. So at least a reaction in me, I can handle it. So it will
Correct.
be easy. जी
Ji,
भैया.
ji, bhaiya. Thank you, bhaiya. Namaste.
जी. So sensation means whatever information we are getting from the body sensation. So for example, smell. So smell is a sensation through which we get information that something is not conducive for the body outside. So foul smell is an information. Suppose there is a food that is rotten, है ना? It is 2 or 3 old day food, and because of this smell, we can sense that it is not appropriate for the body. So this, and it is happening because of sensation. So because of sensation, we can decide what is appropriate for body or what is not appropriate for body. So these five senses means five ability the self has to see it,
Hmm.
है ना? To see, to touch, etc. So these five abilities the self have, and this body organ also has that five ability. So eyes has ability to reflect image, and the self has ability to see it through sensation.
Hmm.
है ना? तो for body organ, there are five body organ, and for body organs, we have the self has also ability. So self has ability. That's why we are able to see. We are able to sense outside environment. So body is only a medium. So nose is there, smell is going. but self has ability to sense it.
जी।
है ना? जी भैया.
Bhaiya,
Okay.
when you were 1 minute only, Bhaiya, I would tell.
Mm-hmm.
When you were telling this, so I was able to understand one more thing. I don't know why, but we have this practice. Like whenever I hear this word sensual pleasure, I feel that's a very like a criminal activity if I am doing anything. But we need to understand this is our ability, because when you took the example of rotten food or rotten fruit, anything. So if we do not know, so we will choose something wrong for the body.
Mm.
If I am not having, so I feel that sensual pleasure, should it be considered wrong, or like how should we see it? The ability to sense, that time it is okay. When it goes for sensual pleasure, then it's wrong. Should we see it like this? Although it is a little different question from what we are learning right now. How should we see it? We have, because this is the problem with me. Previously, like suppose I was in sensual pleasure, so I was only in the sensual pleasure. Now, if I'm studying Jivan Vidya UHV, so I'm thinking sensual pleasure is a crime. If I'm eating something for just taste, it is a crime. So, but it is not like this. I need to know the smell. I need to taste it. So, like, how should we balance it, or what word should be appropriate there? Sensual pleasure or reading the sensation? How should we see this, Bhaiya?
So senses, so senses are helpful for the body.
Yes, yes,
है ना? But if I am searching pleasure in senses in
yes.
continuity,
Hmm.
then it is a problem.
Hmm.
So suppose है ना? Suppose we took some ice,
Yes.
है ना? We took some ice and it gives some good senses, good pleasure for time being. But being aware that it is for time being, and I have used it for the body, not for me.
Ji.
And this awareness is required. But if we are in trap, we are trying to repeat this sensation again and again
Hmm.
in search of continuous happiness, then it will be a problem. And we need to be aware of its temporary nature. That it is temporary, it will sustain for some time, then it will go.
Hmm.
So if we are aware of this temporary nature, then we will not feel craving for it. So for example, you have come from outside. So outside there is a heat.
Hmm.
Now your body is uncomfortable, and you go to your room, switch on the fan, AC. Now your body is comfortable. So till here it is okay. That now body is comfortable. But now it is source of happiness. Then it will create problem.
Ji.
So it is not source of happiness.
Ji, Bhaiya. Although it is quite difficult to differentiate that here it is comfortable and now I am using it for happiness, but I will explore it, Bhaiya. I think here I get stuck, or my I guess many might be getting stuck. I
जी
will
भैया,
explore it, Bhaiya, है ना?
I was lost. जी.
जी, जी, जी.
So
So,
sensation है ना, sensual pleasure.
hmm.
Pleasure means I am trying to be happy with sensation.
Hmm.
So senses are information,
Hmm.
not a pleasure. Problem happens when we try to get happy with this information,
Correct.
right? So if we are trying to be happy with this information, then it becomes problem.
Hmm.
है ना? So we need to understand role of senses. What is
जी,
right role of senses? Sensual pleasure means we are over evaluating the senses.
correct.
If we are trying to get pleasure, it means we are over evaluating the senses. We are not aware of right utilization of senses. So over evaluation na, will lead to attachment,
Mm-hmm.
and this attachment may force you to do some crime,
Correct.
some unusual activities. So that's we need to be aware. Na. So for example, so pleasure is helpful in some formation, but
Mm-hmm.
if we try to continue it, then it creates problem.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, when we give birth to a child,
जी, जी.
it happens because of some sensual pleasures.
Mm-hmm.
If sensual pleasure is not there, then no one will go for a child.
Yes, correct.
But if we are attached to it
Mm,
and we have over evaluated it, this is the only source of happiness,
correct.
then some may start exploiting the other's body.
जी, जी.
Now, this exploitation of body, we may consider it as a crime
जी, जी, जी.
because body is not for exploitation. Other is also a self. He has also
Mhm.
some feeling, respect.
Mm,
So that we need to be aware. And at what time we need to be aware that now it is okay. It is the role. It was the role of sensation. Now it is okay.
mm.
So that we need to be aware. जी भैया.
जी, जी, भैया. I will have to explore it more, भैया, and I will surely come back to you because still, like, I'm not fully convinced that the comfort and the happiness, how to draw that thin line because uh, I am eating something, it is due to taste or my body actually needs it. I have been struggling to determine this. But one thing that you only told in, I guess, last time that if something's absence is creating reaction within me, so we can see that no, it was the source of happiness, not comfortability. Like if AC is not there, I'm having any reaction inside or outside. So then it means AC was not just for my comfort, it was also source of happiness. I try
जी
this, it does help me, भैया. जी भैया, I
जी.
guess I have taken enough time. So other explorers should also speak. जी भैया, thank you भैया.
ओके भैया. नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste.
So let's take one more sharing.
नमस्ते भैया.
नमस्ते. नमस्ते दीदी.
सुनील कुमार जी, नमस्ते जी. See, yesterday भैया, we have one a discussion on that what was happened on May 28th at Mumbai, abusing on this crime, the sexual attack of the on 2 years baby in at the presence of her mother. So almost all we discussed. Almost the society abused the lady. How it was happen? How is it? So I also attended to this. When I have attended FDP 2, one of my friends has raised the explanation on that transaction from transformation from animal consciousness to human consciousness. But she asked, ma'am, if why do we call that as animal consciousness? Suppose take my at my house, I have a pet, but when it was died, I felt a lot. When I came out, then I have sensed the love of that cat upon me. Like that, I felt even more than till now. I am unable to take my food when I lost it. So her opinion is, if we say that animal consciousness, then I can't agree with that. Ma'am said, okay, we will discuss last. And then yesterday, when the incident was discussed at our cabin, immediately I called to her. On that day, you asked animal consciousness, what is it like that? Then have you seen this Mumbai case on May 20th? Then she accepted. So this is the action. We can't. I understood. Animal consciousness means not only physical facility of regarding all these animal from the animals, but the sense of human being or like that acts like that. That's why maybe I understood that is animal consciousness of the human being. We should change that, transfer that conscious to human being. Like as what we have listened this UHV classes, what we understood, what we see, experienced in our life. That is one of the incidents. Anyhow, I disturbed with that at least 2 hours. My thoughts are going on. Okay, that is wrong. That is the crime of a mother. But what are her preconditions in front of her boyfriend? Okay, as a mother, I think she abuse that. But I generally mother is mother. But we don't know her condition of that moment. Accidentally it was happened, I don't know, but my thoughts are recurring on that. So sometime I disturbed how the society is going on, how the society is going on. Okay, I am unable to judge it. Next, coming to the next observation of mine, a sensation. Suddenly, FFC committee has announced that yesterday we have online communication interaction. So up to 1 o'clock for 12, I have done my work on this UHV sharing. So because I am the coordinator of my in our college, that's why for meeting or everything, this is the beginning year of the second year. That's why in that work I forget to take meal. So suddenly I got a circular. You should all members should attend to the FFC committee in front of that to meet. So it takes up to 2:30. Then because of lagging of food of the day, I suffered a lot with the gastritis. So even up to evening, I suffered with that. Then by taking fruits, it was recovered. Like the test, like that is some. When I went to the class, students also. So just I raise some points on this lesson. What is what like that. So I sense when I open up the students, then automatically they can reply as in a positive way. So on that same issue discussed between the two faculty, what is UHV, what is UHV like that. Nowadays, one of the my friends raised, nowadays students are not interesting even though preparation on the core subject, have the interest to fulfill this UHV, ma'am, like that he asked me generally. Then some interest based on our interaction or communication, like that. Okay, finally I felt very happy with the conversation. So it's such a type of little bit sensations I have felt yesterday. Vaya. Is it related to that or not?
जी दीदी. So nice दीदी है ना that you are observing it and you are
Thank you.
aware the changes in sensation which changes in situation. And whenever there is a change in situation, you are also aware of changes happening in sensation. So
Okay.
good दीदी.
Thank you. Thank
Continue
you.
it.
Thank you. Vanya.
जी जी नमस्ते दीदी. So let's take 5 minute observation. Then we will come back to the sharing part.
Okay.
So we will observe, we will sit comfortably, quietly, and we will observe only. So if my focus is on imagination, we will observe the imagination. If my focus shift to body, then be aware of the sensation. What sensation you are focusing on, and what is the source of this sensation. So suppose you are sitting and there is a sound of bird, chirping of bird. Now be aware that this sound is because of some other's interaction. Then you are sitting and there is a touch of air coming from fan. Now be aware that it is sensation because of some outside situation.
Yeah, Bhaiya.
So
Okay.
let's
Okay,
practice,
Bhaiya.
Didi.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you for your
Ji. So we will come back at 6:20. Ji, namaste again. So let's have you sharing on this 5 minute observation.
Namaste, am I audible?
Namaste. Ji, ji.
So I was observing myself. I am dealing multiple things right now. So I was not with ease and grace. I have one Indian administrative exam departmental on Monday. We have organized one Jivan Vidya workshop, and I have to deal one office matter also. So I was present to that. With these multiple things, I was with ease and grace. There is a monsoon is going on. Some mosquito yesterday night bite me a lot. When I didn't react to that, they bite me, means they bite me simply. And outside, beautiful morning, some birds are singing. So I'm not attached to that voice, sound of that birds. I'm just be with that voice. So is it a pure form of observation? Yeah, or I am on the right path, or I went to some other tunnel. Thank you.
Ji, bhaiya. Ji. So observation means just seeing. The sound is coming. So I have sensed this sound. This is observation.
Yes.
But once I start evaluating it, this sound is so sharp. This sound is not good. So this is not observation.
Okay.
Now
When I
we are
indulge,
Ji.
yeah, when I indulge tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I have to participate in one landmark forum program. I have exam on Monday. I am organized one Jivan Vidya program on Sunday. So that anxiety, when I indulge in that anxiety, I was not in the mode of observation, right?
Ji. Ji.
Okay.
So anxiety means I am reacting inside.
I was not reacting. I have some concern about what I should do, whether I should participate in exam, I should participate in landmark forum, or I should participate to organize Jivan Vidya program. So all three things are messed up this weekend. So
Yeah.
it was reaction, right?
If you are uncomfortable, it means there is a reaction.
No, I am comfortably dealing it. Right now, I am not uncomfortable.
Yeah. So you need to check bhaiya within you. है ना?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
If you are comfortable, then it is okay. Otherwise, if I am taking something as a overburden, so
Got
just
it,
find
sir.
out the cause of this overburden.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I got it.
जी भैया। जी।
Yeah. Thank you, भैया.
ओके, नमस्ते भैया।
नमस्ते.
नमस्ते नमस्ते भैया, नमस्ते सभी को।
नमस्ते भैया।
भैया, while discussing in five before 5 minutes, भैया, what I observed is over indulging in sensual pleasure also responsible to break up the relations, and even lack of mutual sensual pleasure also responsible for the breakage of the relations. भैया, is it necessary to have again right understanding, right feeling within the relation? Is it not a lack of understanding and feeling by, because see, indulgence sensual pleasure for individual, that is different, but when indulge in mutual sensual pleasure, the expectations will be more or less.
Hey, your voice
Or
is not clear. Huh? It is going down and up.
now it is audible.
जी जी।
That is what my over indulge in sensual pleasure also breaks the relations, and even lack of mutual sensual pleasures also responsible for breakage of relations. So in this regard, only right understanding, right feeling will help in bonding the relations. My observation there.
जी, so we are connected with the feeling. If we are connected with the feeling, then we can share with each other what is the issue. If we are not connected with the feeling and only sensual pleasure is a way
Yeah.
na, of our togetherness, then it may be breakdown anytime because it will not ensure continuity of our connectedness. So many relation which starts with only sensual pleasure,
Mm.
there is a possibility of breakdown because sensual pleasure cannot make us happy continuously. We will not feel related to each other, other person. So till
Yes.
there is a pleasure, we will feel connected. Once pleasure is gone, we may not feel any connection.
Yeah.
But
Start with
with
pleasure, end with
feeling,
pleasure.
G,
Start with pleasure and end with pleasure. Enough. If there is no
start
feeling,
with pleasure and end with pleasure and end with pleasure in the expectation of more pleasure next time.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Right. So it
yes,
create
that,
disturbance.
of
So but if we are connected with feelings,
yes,
then when there is no sensual pleasure, we still feel connected because I am feeling related to others. So this feeling of trust, affection, respect, it will ensure relatedness, even if sensual pleasure is not there.
yes,
Or we can say understanding is not there. So if
yes,
understanding is there, then we will continue feel related to the other.
yes, sir. Thank you,
जी
very, thank you. Got it.
जी, नमस्ते भैया. Okay, so it's time for Hindi session. So we will continue this discussion tomorrow also.